Hello lovely people, and welcome to my behind the scenes channel, Mega Views. I'm the founder of Everjoy AI, and I want to talk to you today about a new framework I put together called the Trifecta Effect. Now, the Trifecta Effect came about when I was looking at some of the companies that were implementing AI and doing it very effectively. And what I mean by that is they were able to leverage both their staff, the employees, and the AI itself. So instead of displacing people, what they did was they promoted them. For instance, IKEA decided they want to use the customer service role in terms of getting AI to become the AI agentic force to drive sales. And instead of displacing all those customer service representatives, they used the product knowledge that these people had and created a whole design consultancy section within the store. So people would come in, and these customer service people that are now design consultants are able to lead the customers physically to the different furniture, putting together an ensemble for say it's a lounge or a dining area, and they're able to use that product knowledge to their benefit. So the company had a win there. They had a win with implementation of the AI agents for speedily and effective customer service. They have human in the loop to manage that so that it's not totally bots, it's people can also talk to other people if they're not getting the customer service they need. And then obviously, because of all of this, there's a huge ROI, a huge savings, and a huge uplift for the company in terms of time, money, and service. So if you look at that model, I would call it a win-win-win. So it's a win for the customer, a win for the employee, and a win for the business and the people that are running the business. So I like to call it the Trifecta Effect because it has three ripple effects, because everything we do in this has a ripple effect, whether we like to admit it or not. We can either impact the world for good and bring about positive change, or we can sow seeds of doubt, fear, anxiety, stir up the trouble, stir up all of the strife, and be somebody that's going to be implementing this so that people are totally displaced and lost. And we don't want that. We want a very good safety net for everyone. People come to work feeling valued. The company culture is solid because they know that their job is safe, and even if it isn't, there's another contingency plan because the company is actually taking care of its people, it values its people, and that's what we want to see. Because it's no point having just AI and getting all buzzy about AI, and then recognizing AI doesn't form company culture. So what I did was I took this trifecta win-win-win effect to the next level, and I created an audit. So with this audit, it's obviously vibe coded and lovable because you know how much I love lovable. And what I did was I tried to always push the boundaries with the vibe coding. And here you can see a 3D model of the three rings, and that's my logo, 3 rings in circles, sort of like the Olympic Games with the 5 rings, but this is just the 3 rings, and it's sort of like revolving. And normally to do this in Maya or Blender, it takes a long time to 3D rendering like this. But because the technology has evolved so much so, I am able to then figure out the right prompt for it, the right skill, and then create this 3D modeling. So you'll see now with Opus 4.7 and all of the newer models that are coming out, generation like this is becoming a lot easier. So let's look at the audit itself. You can see here, this is where top-down leadership and bottom-up execution create a compounding force, producing the results greater than the sum of its parts, human-centric and AI-augmented. So we want to have that human in the loop no matter what. So even if there's lots of customer service AI agents, the customer still has the option to talk to a real person. So say, for instance, they're not getting through with the AI agents, or they're not getting exactly what they want, it can be escalated to a real person where they can talk to that person, because I think that's important. If we lose connection completely with people, then we don't really have a business. There has to be some human touch. The AI agent workforce is mainly to create efficiency and to create that that quick customer turnaround so that people are not stuck in a bottleneck. That's the whole point of it. It's not to take away the company culture or the heart and soul of the company. So when we look at the audit, we can go in, and there's 3 dimensions of implementation, of empathetic AI implementation, and that's the strategic alignment, which is the problem, the leadership implementation, AI cost cutting, creating fear and resistance, the audit check, our C-suite objectives, focusing on capacity expansion rather than headcount and reduction, and then the human element, leaders use AI for better data-driven decisions while keeping the moral compass, and then company vision strictly human-led. Because in the end of the day, humans don't serve AI. AI is not the God. There's God, then there's humans, and then there's AI. That's the hierarchy here. It's not AI is the God, and then, you know, we serve the AI and everybody's subservient. No. This is the order that it should be, and this is the order that we are empowered to instill when we are implementing AI agents in the workforce. So, operational empowerment, the problem, the frontline staff finds AI clunky or see them as extra work. So that's where the resistance comes in. And it actually stems from fear, anxiety, fear of displacement, not being trusting of AI, feeling that AI is going to take over, or not being in control of your own work. And this is where we want to try and create that operational empowerment. Audit check. Does the implementation solve a day-to-day paper cut, removing $10 per hour tasks so employees can focus on $100 per hour creativity? So that's where the leverage comes in. You can see it's been 10x there. The human element, turning employees into AI orchestrators. The person closest to the problem designs the solution. So that's what we want to see. Even with design consultants, they have the product knowledge, they know the customer, and they are able to use AI to make them better at their job. So it enhances the human capability by using AI. The collaborative synergy, the problem, fully automated black box, AI leads to hallucinations, bias, and lost brand voice. The audit check, where are the verification gates? AI handles heavy lifting, humans provide final polish. And then human element, AI handles data processing, drafting, pattern recognition. Humans add context, empathy, and ethical oversight. So that's the whole point of having the human in the loop. We add the human element to the whole operation. Otherwise, it's very cold, and it lacks that empathy that only humans can really deliver on. So human judgment is really important, and it's very underrated. But when we don't have it in place, then we realize how important it is. So the 3-win scorecard, every implementation is scored across 3 outcomes to ensure equilibrium. So I'm not going to take you through all of the different aspects of the audit. I just wanted to make a case for it to run your trifecta audit effectively. And so to rate each question from 1 to 10 is how we kind of assess this, and then towards the end you get a proper financial or rather audit report of how it's going to be implemented and how for each specific business how this is going to work. Because for some product-based businesses it's going to work differently to, say, a service-based industry, or somebody who's doing day-to-day runs in like tools, or like electrician work, or plumbing work, whatever it is. It has to be making sure that it is effective for that particular business. That's why this audit is effective, because it's kind of making it tailored for that specific business. For instance, Sephora will have that win-win situation where they are implementing AI into color matching. So they're seeing all the different colors of the lipstick on there and making sure it matches the different skin color. You can pick it out on your sofa couch, and then that translates to sales, and then that also translates to less waste in store when people come in and use the different products and things like that. So that can be leveraged in another way. So that's a win-win-win. Or BMW using AI to not to strain human eyes, because people are trying to find the flaws, but AI seems to find the flaws much faster on the vehicle, and humans then oversee that AI to do the job better. So there you see a win-win-win as well. So that's what we talk about when we talk about the trifecta effect. And this audit will look at your business specifically and enable that win-win-win situation so that you can truly win all round with the 3 trifecta effect in your business. So I hope that helps you, and I hope that helps you understand AI strategy in a better way so that we all come out as winners. So there's no win-loss here. We all come out as winners, and we all make a positive difference for all of us. So it's just something that I wanted to just put out there as a framework that I came up with, and I thought that would be great if others would also think about implementing AI in this way. So have a great day, and do contact me. I'm very personable. Love to hear your feedback. I'm also thinking of getting people in, and people I know, trust, to come on this podcast with me. It's becoming a podcast with me, just to talk about AI and how we can implement it better, and what their findings are and what the experience has been with AI. But for now, I'm just sort of showing you the different audits and web apps and different things that I've been vibe coding and implementing in my business, and to be able to sell to others. So have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.